So it's time for another student loan update video, and in this one we're going to take a look at the cycle between August and September. Plus, I'm going to share with you two very important student loan news that I believe is very crucial to those who plan to cancel their debts. But before we dive into that one, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dred, and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos and pretty much anything related to money. But right now I'm documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfolds or just want to show your support, then please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and also sharing this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the main thing. So this update is going to be very short due to the fact that I only made one payment since my last update. For my previous update, my Ed financial balance stood at $748.91. And with only one payment of $225 made to that account, the balance has now dropped to $523.91. And that's pretty much it. If you haven't seen my last update or my new payoff strategy, make sure to watch it by clicking on this card right over here. But basically, I've decided to stop paying my student loans and just wait for more updates regarding the student loan cancellation. Once the cancellation happens, I could receive up to $20,000 in forgiveness due to me being a Pell Grant recipient back in the day and me being under their income limitations as stated in their guidelines. Since I've stopped paying my student loans, making any videos regarding my student loan progress is pretty much pointless at this moment. So this is going to be my last update until the next one where I fully clear my student loans because of the forgiveness. Even though that is the case, I still encourage everybody to follow along so that you will know when that will happen, and then you will learn what steps I took in order to actually pay off my student loans even before the student loan cancellation announcement. I continued paying off my student loans throughout the pandemic despite not getting any guarantees for a student loan cancellation. So let's go straight to this two big news that I believe is going to be very important to those of us who plan to cancel their debt. Now I say plan because this cancellation is not going to be automatic. Being eligible for this is actually automatic, but getting our balances forgiven currently requires us to fill out an application that will open this early October. So the first news has something to do with one of the strategies that a lot of borrowers have thought about ever since the announcement was made. Now admittedly, this strategy was something that I'm actually following as well, and this news coming meant such a big deal to me, and I hope that it actually is for you too. Now this update didn't come as an official update or anything like that, but more of like a quiet addition to the main debt relief announcement. If you look under the frequently asked questions about refund eligibility, borrowers are eligible for a refund and it will be made automatically under certain circumstances. So now let's take a look at that section. So I'm going to link down below this announcement so that it's made easier for you. So this is the main page of the announcement right here, one-time student loan debt relief. But if you actually scroll down below right here to the frequently asked questions under here, am I eligible for a refund if I made voluntary payments during the pandemic? Open that one up and the answer is yes. You will automatically receive a refund of your payments during the payment pause if you successfully apply for and receive debt relief under the administration's debt relief plan, and your voluntary payments during the payment pause brought your balance below the maximum debt relief amount you're eligible to receive but did not pay off your loan in full. So luckily they gave an example right here. So for example, if you're a borrower eligible for $10,000 in relief, had a balance of $10,500 prior to March 13, 2020, and made $1,000 in payments since then, bringing your balance to $9,500 at the time of discharge, will discharge your $9,500 balance and you'll receive a $500 refund. Now, other borrowers can still receive refunds on voluntary payments made after March 13, 2020 by contacting their servicer. It's important to note that these refunded payments will increase your loan balance and your monthly payments. If you expect to have a balance after discharge is applied and wish to request a refund, you can do so by contacting your servicer until December 31, 2023. If you consolidated your loan after March 13, 2020, refunds aren't available for any voluntary payments made prior to the consolidation. Refund requests can only be made by you and refunded to you, even if someone else made a payment on your loan. And so there you go, that is their explanation in regards to automatic refunds. If I were going to use my example here, I believe I had federal loans of around $12,000 at the start of March 13, 2020. And that was, if you actually looked at my journey, that was when I was paying off my private student loans. And then luckily, I ended up paying off my federal student loans at that time, and it has now been reduced to $500. But then again, if I were to actually use this example, that means I would only be discharged $500. That's the entire balance that I have left in my student loan. So that's going to be the amount that I am eligible for cancellation. However, since I am eligible to at least $20,000 in forgiveness, they could actually use that difference and refund it back to me. So for example, since I have around $12,000, I only have $500 left, my $500 will be forgiven, and then at least $11,500 will be given back to me. Now, of course, this is just my own speculation. I'm not exactly sure if that is going to be the amount that I am going to get back in refunds. I really don't know. There's definitely more things that we need to know more about this specific, situation that we are in. The cancellation is still not even fully given out. Like, the details of it is still very vague to a lot of people. My situation is entirely different from the example given in this scenario, but still I believe that is what I think I am going to get. Like I said, it's just a speculation. Now, in that answer, they also mentioned something about consolidated loans. So if you made any consolidation throughout that time, you will not get any kind of like refund at all because it's been consolidated. So there's pretty much no record of it, in that specific loan already, because it's now an entirely different loan. And finally, in that answer, they said that refund payments are actually made back to you even though somebody else made a payment on your loan on your behalf. So it still goes back to you, the loan borrower. So there you go, automatic refunds for those of us who qualify. This is a very good thing because we can now maximize our forgiveness. Now, another big news for borrowers, especially in circumstances where we get forgiveness like this, is its tax implications. Now, I'm not a tax specialist or anything like that, so make sure to consult with one if you have more questions about this. But from what I've read, Biden's student loan forgiveness is not going to be taxed at the federal level, but state and local taxes may actually vary. This is big because you could get slapped with a tax bill that you are not entirely prepared for. You may have used your tax refund already, and then you get a tax bill from the IRS saying that you owe them money from the cancellation. If you're not getting any eligible refunds on your student loans, that tax bill is something that you need to consider come tax season. I live in California and I've read different reports regarding this issue. Some say that the state will tax this forgiveness. Some say that the state will not tax that forgiveness. So unfortunately for my fellow Californians, I really don't know the answer to that. Definitely read more in regards to this issue somewhere else. But personally for me, whether or not it's going to be taxed, I'm actually going to prepare myself. If this is going to be taxed, I'm not exactly sure how much I owe. Because if you really think about it, this is considered income on top of the money that I already make for the year. So in plans of staying ahead, I am actually going to dedicate at least 40% of the refund that I am going to get for this specific circumstance. This 40% is just going to give myself a buffer in case things don't go as I have planned them. So I highly recommend that you look up some things about this one, do your own research, call someone who knows regarding state and local taxes so that you can actually get prepared when it comes to this specific scenario. Whether or not this forgiveness is going to be taxed, it can actually affect your finances moving forward. So that's pretty much it for this entire video. Thank you so much for watching my student loan update, my last student loan update for now, and some two big student loan news that is very important for everybody who is a student loan borrower right now. If you have any questions regarding my numbers or anything about the news, let me know in the comments section below and I will answer you to the best of my abilities. And if you like content just like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post content just like this one. If you're on Instagram, please add me there at DailyDid as a friend so that we can chat, collaborate, and maybe even exchange some ideas. Thank you again so much for watching the entire video. Have an awesome and wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!